Hey, everybody. I am on the line right now with the number one contender to the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. You're going to see him taking on Jon Moxley this Saturday night in an I Quit match at AEW Full Gear. Eddie Kingston, how you doing today?
I'm good, brother. On my way to Jacksonville right now. Just focus on the 7th.
I see that you're on the road right now. Whereabouts are you right now?
About an hour outside of Jacksonville.
Okay. Probably like near Savannah, going through Georgia. Nice little
I
stop.
have no idea.
No.
I don't know what it is, though.
So it seems like a nice, relaxing drive, peaceful, scenic.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm listening to music that's not peaceful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to say it's a nice contrast from what we're going to expect on Saturday. It's an I Quit match. Last year's Full Gear really, some people I would say it was polarizing. A lot of people I think expected and saw a really good match. It was Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, went all over the place. So not only do you go in, with a personal issue with Jon and you wanting the championship, but do you feel like you have to raise the stakes from last year at all?
No. I just saw that match the other day, to be honest with you. But no, I don't feel like I have to raise anything. I believe people have to go to my level. I have a firm belief that I've been the best in this business for about 19 years. And I can't sit here and tell you I'm not been the best. Like, I can't have that mental. I can't sit here and tell you I'm not the best and I'm not going to be world's champion. If I do that, I might as well not wake up in the morning.
You've always been known for your mic skills, at least on a national level. It seems like that's the role people wanted to put you in, but do you feel like your in-ring skills are underappreciated and maybe people are selling you short in that aspect, especially going into a title match that you obviously deserve?
Well, you could say that, but I really don't pay attention to what other people say. I can't control other people. I can't control what they think or what they do. Only thing I can control is myself. And if people don't think I'm good in the ring, that's on them. Because I believe I'm the best. And I believe I'm the best because I'm the most realistic and I go with what's real. I can't do a bunch of crazy moves, man. God bless those guys who can. And I'm not going to knock them because I can't do it. But I tell you right now, my right hand's better than any paradigm shift, any V trigger, any whatever clothesline Hangman Page throws. My right hand's stronger than all that.
I want to talk a little bit about your path to AEW because earlier this year we saw the TNT title match got a lot of hype and you had like a social media following where it ended up getting you signed. But earlier this year you said, and it was I believe it was an interview with Chris Van Vliet where you said you didn't want to be a guy that's just there. And you recognize that both AEW and WWE are going to show interest. They have their own idea for you. So I guess the question is what changed your perspective on AEW where now, you've said even more recently that this is your last stop. You're going to make your home there. You realistically will retire there. So what changed your perspective?
My mom, when WWE and AEW both showing interest, my mom was the one that was like, look, you won't be happy at WWE, so go to AEW. And I was like, all right, Mom, that's it. That's the mama's boy in me, I guess you could say. Because, no one knows you better than your mother. So Once she said that to me, I was done. It was a wrap.
Is she like your sounding board that you would go to throughout your career, or is it just,
just life?
Everything?
Yeah, for life, man. For life. For wrestling, I usually go with Homicide. But also, I go to Homicide for wrestling and life, too, when there's certain things I can't tell my mother about.
Mm-hmm. Did you ask her for any advice on Saturday's match?
No, I didn't ask her about that. Because she knows, she's seen me before. She's seen how violent I can get. And, I don't need a weapon. I don't need chairs. I don't need tables. I don't need ladders. I choose to do that stuff because I find it funny. Hitting somebody with a ladder or, throwing someone through a table. I find that funny, but I don't need it.
Yeah, I was just about to say you don't need them, but there's a very good chance that they're gonna come into play. That's the fun
Well,
when
maybe John will bring them into play, but I'm not planning on bringing any tables or ladders or chairs. I'm just planning on bringing my fists, my legs, my elbows, headbutting people, biting, scratching, clawing. I'm just gonna fight. John can bring toys because that's all they are, toys. My hands are toys. My legs need toys. And the bridge of your nose is not a toy. So I'll let John bring all the toys in.
so really he's to blame if anything goes wrong with bringing those weapons in, because any match you look at, he'll bring in the chain, tables, anything you could think of. So are you saying that it's his fault if anything goes wrong in that sense?
Look, I don't know if I'm gonna blame him or whatever it is, because I don't know and I don't care what John does, because he's not gonna be able to handle me. That's the God honest truth. He can go out there and bring a magic wand and shove it up his ass and pray for it and pray to it that he's gonna win. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna blame him for whatever. I don't blame nobody for nothing. I'm just gonna mess the boy up.
I think that's my headline.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston, the Magic Man.
There you go, brother. There's your clickbait right there. Eddie Kingston loves magic.
No, but all honesty, I feel like you made your case as far as you had the issue with the battle royal, the casino battle royal, and then you went about it the way you did, where you attacked him. But do you think you would have got the title shot any other way?
I'm gonna win the championship either way.
But do you think he would have given it to you if you just asked?
No one gives you nothing in life. No one's gonna give you anything. You gotta earn it, or you just gotta be loud enough to get it. Like, I know there's a lot of people in the locker room that are mad that I'm getting this title shot because I'm not in the top 5 or whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing: John beat everybody in the top 5. If they were good enough, they would be world champions. If they were good enough, they would have gotten under John's skin to get a title shot. If they were good enough, people will want to see them in there. But they're not. Am I lying? No. They lost to John. They never got a rematch because the people didn't want to see them. That's it. It's not my fault that I'm a fighter. It's not my fault that people want to see me beat John's ass, or vice versa. For the idiots who want to see him beat me up, it's not my fault. Blame yourselves.
Do you feel like you should be in the top 5 by now? Then, I mean,
brother, I believe I'm the best pro wrestler in the world, and I've been the best pro wrestler for 19 years. I cannot sit here and tell you that I'm not the best. Because if I sit here and tell you, oh, but this guy's better, that guy's better, then why do I get up in the morning? The day I wake up and say to myself, I can't kick a man's ass, is the day I don't get up off the bed. That's what being a grown man is.
I think you're absolutely right. You have to go in with that mentality where you're thinking you're the best. If you're getting into wrestling and you're a singles wrestler and you don't want to be world champion, then what are you being there? So I think...
What's the point? There's no point. None of us want to be here to be the opening match. None of us want to be here to be a mid-carder. None of us want to be the second champion. No, everybody in pro wrestling wants to be the world's champion. If they don't, then get out of my business. This is my business. Get out of it. This is for men. This is not for children. This is not for people who want to play. This is not for people who want to be actors. Get out of my business. Get out. And if you have a problem with me, this is for anybody, anywhere. If you have a problem with me, man, I'll give you my address. Come and see me. I don't care. Because no one's going to do nothing to me. What are you going to do, beat me up? Trust me, man. I'll heal up, and I'll be right back in your face the next day.
I want to go back to talking about inspirations a little bit, because you did say, you go to your mom for advice, but who else inspires you, or what else inspires you? Because people always talk a lot about wrestling being an art. So what other art do you look at for inspiration, whether it's, in the literal sense or philosophical, like anything like that really kind of speaks to you?
Well, people could call it an art. And I believe certain guys can call it an art. Only certain guys. Other guys, when they start calling pro wrestling an art, they're just bastardizing the word. Certain people can say that. To me, this is, to me, every man's an artist. Whether he cooks, whether he paints, whether he writes stories or whatever, every man's an artist. My art just happens to be professional wrestling. And the things that inspire me, if you look at wrestlers, it's Homicide's #1, Kenta Kobashi, Terry Funk, Kawada, Masawa, Taue, Jun Akiyama, Great Muda, Shinji Hashimoto, Masahiro Chono. I can go on for days and days and days and hours about the guys who inspire me. Tupac inspires me. Sun Tzu inspires me. I get inspiration from everywhere, but in all honesty, the thing that inspires me the most right now are my niece and my nephew.
It's hard to ask this question the right way because I know you had a run with the NWA, but if there's fans that are finding out that you're back on TV, maybe they followed you with Impact Wrestling and want to know what's changed, if anything's changed in the past few years, few months, whatever, what's the biggest adjustment you've had to make, or maybe improvement, whatever, pro or con, what's the biggest adjustment you've made?
Man, the only thing that's changed is the zeros on the paycheck. That's it. I'm still the same animal. I'm still the same guy that I've always been. I haven't changed, and I won't change. This is me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to change for nobody in corporate. I'm not going to change for nobody because they're friends with somebody who knows this person who knows that person. Look, you either take me for who I am or you leave me alone. That's really it. You'll never see me bow down or whatever. Just leave me alone if you don't mess with me. But that also means you don't want to make money.
More zeros on the check is always a good thing.
That's all that matters, man. That's the only thing that's changed is the zeros in the check.
One other thing I wanted to ask, going back to the NWA really quick, you got to work in a studio environment. So do you feel like that better prepared you for working in COVID, right, the current climate right now where, access is limited, the audience is limited. So you haven't really had a chance to work in front of the quote unquote typical AEW crowd that people got used to pre-COVID. Like, you worked for Impact in a studio setting, you worked for NWA in a studio setting. So do you feel like you come in with an advantage, at least what to expect as a wrestler trying to create a good television product?
I wouldn't say it helped me because I'm not going out there to do a television product. When I'm in the ring, I'm fighting. I don't need the people there. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about the people going, this is awesome. I'm not concerned about anyone saying this is a 5-star match. I'm not concerned about the crowd cheering, going crazy, or fight forever, that other stupid chant. I don't care. My focus is to win. My focus is to beat the guy I'm in the ring with, to beat him up, to take a beating, to win. So not having fans there is not a big deal to me. And it's never been a big deal. You got to remember, I come from the Indies where we used to wrestle in front of 5 people. And we went out there and we busted our asses to do it. And we fought. A lot of dudes in AEW, they're spoiled. They ain't hungry no more. That's why I was able to come in. When did I come in? July or June, something like that? I came in at some point against Cody, and now I'm main eventing the pay-per-view in what, less than 2-3 months? Why is that? Because everyone else got complacent. Everyone else stopped being hungry because they got used to the checks. They got used to the people chanting for them and all that jazz. They started believing their own hype. I don't believe no hype. Until I'm the world's champion, until I'm drawing money like Stone Cold Steve Austin, until Kenta Kobashi hits me up and tells me I'm the best pro wrestler in the world, I will never stop. I will never be satisfied. I would never not be hungry. Those dudes there, forget it. If anyone hears this or reads this, come see me. Because I don't care if I hurt people's feelings. Just because you're in your bag doesn't mean I'm going to get mine.
That was July 16th was the date of your debut in the TV.
Now think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Now look where I'm at. because I put in the work, because I'm angry, because I'm hungry, because I don't care if people are there. I don't care about 5, 7-star matches. And the guys who get 5-star matches, that's awesome. But not for me.
If people that aren't familiar with your career want to learn more about you before Full Gear, and this is purely subjective, but is there a match that you have in your career, maybe a set of matches that you're really proud of, maybe even a promo that you're really proud of that really exemplify who you are, maybe not only as a wrestler but as a guy too?
Honestly, I don't know, man. Just type in Eddie Kingston on your Google machine. I don't know, because I don't like any of my matches. They can always be better. You know what I mean? I don't like any of my promos because they can always be better.
Mm.
So just Google me. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you want to watch two grown men beat each other up, tune in the Full Gear. If you don't, then watch Disney or something, because it ain't going to be sweet Saturday. You know what I mean? It's not going to be two guys tickle fighting.
So I take it you're not a fan of The Mandalorian?
I am a fan of The Mandalorian. I just haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers, man. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I've been focused. I've been doing Muay Thai twice a week, sub-grap once or twice a week. You know what I mean? So I've been busy, man. I'm trying to hurt Mox, man. Y'all think this is a game, and y'all think, oh, it's pro wrestling. I'm trying to hurt this dude. Y'all don't understand. He said some stuff to me in the past, and then none of it came true. That's my problem. Don't say something if you ain't going to do it. That's my main beef with Mox. That and the World Championship. But my main beef with him is, if you're going to say something, you better do it. If you don't, I'm going to be the one to check you.
Before we get to Full Gear, we have Dynamite tomorrow night. And big announcement over the past few days was Pac's coming back. He obviously was aligned with the Lucha Brothers as the Death Triangle. You're running with them now. What are your thoughts on him coming back? Is he going to be welcomed into the family? Is it going to be, what's the situation?
I don't care what Pac wants to do, what thinks he has to do, or when he's coming back. I don't care. Because my only focus is on the 7. Pac can come out there tomorrow with fireworks, or whenever he comes back, tomorrow, next week, at the pay-per-view, wherever. He could come back with a fireworks coming out of his ass. I don't care. Because my main focus is Jon Moxley. So I don't care. I don't care about Pac. I don't care about Lance Archer. I don't care about anybody in that company but my family and Moxley right now. And after I'm done beating Moxley, whoever's the next number 1 contender, then I'll deal with you then. But until then, get out my way. You hold no weight in my house. Anybody. Pac, Lance Archer, anybody. They hold no weight.
In summation, any final words for Moxley ahead of Saturday?
Yeah. Why don't you guys watch Dynamite? Watch Dynamite tomorrow and see what I say to that boy. See what I say to him and see what happens. You know what I mean? Because this is reality. We don't like each other, me and Mox. We did. He doesn't like that I called him out. I don't like that he lied. And that's it. That's how a friendship dissolves, I guess you could say. The cookie crumbles. Right? I try to be cute. That's how the cookie crumbles.
All right, fair enough. Eddie Kingston will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship this Saturday at Full Gear. We could be looking at the next AEW World Champion. Eddie, thanks very much for your time. Safe travels.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man.